therapist.
Oh, true. I'm not.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to ADHD, an adult ADHD version. I don't know what it's called.
Whatever this podcast is called.
Adult ADHD.
Yes.
That was it.
It's good to see you guys.
Good to see you.
Are
Oh,
you guys so cold?
Yeah, it's like 2 degrees.
of course we're cold. Yes.
Is it really
Freezing.
2 degrees?
The sun was nice today, though.
It was
like
2
20.
degrees for real.
No, it was like 25 or whatever.
Like I didn't even have to zip up my coat all the time today. It was kind of nice.
Well, it looks like you guys have a little heat stroke tomorrow. A heat stroke.
30?
Not a heat stroke. Okay.
What is it gonna be?
Your forecast says 38.
Oh,
Wow.
it's gonna be warm.
Oh my word. How many kids will be at school in shorts tomorrow? You need to track that.
I don't know.
Well,
Tell us next time. Yeah, if
There's
they're
a-
there because they're not sick.
Oh. Yeah.
A
Well,
heat stroke. I think you meant like a heat wave, a heat
a
stroke.
heat wave. That's probably a
Yes.
better term to use. We are going to be 65 tomorrow. So
Okay.
come on down.
65. Are you kidding me?
Yeah, but we've been cold. I mean, it hasn't
Dude,
gotten above like
Don't even-
freezing for us either in like
No,
a week or
Don't
two.
want to hear it.
So I'm gonna enjoy
Wow.
my 65-degree weather tomorrow.
Bet you will.
Oh my goodness. That sounds insanely wonderful.
And we have had no chemtrails in like the past 5 days. I'm not even joking.
Do you have a lot of chemtrails?
I'm telling you, they did right before that ice storm. But yeah, anyway, not to get conspiracy truther, but
Conspiracy truther, is that
I
what
know.
you're called?
we were all marveling at the sky today. It was just beautifully blue. So
Nice.
yes. Okay, so I have something to admit that we have recorded this podcast before, but in true ADHD fashion, I don't know. I did something wrong with the recording. So while this is our first episode that you guys will get to listen to, we actually have recorded one. So maybe we can recover it later. But for now, welcome everybody.
Welcome.
Welcome.
Do we want to talk about our biggest pet peeves again, or do you have something new that we can like go around?
Your light is flickering on in the back. Are the kids playing with it, or is it something else? You have a ghost.
Oh, either a ghost or they're watching a movie.
Oh, okay.
Oh, yeah.
It's like creepy flickering lights.
Yeah.
That's probably more like realistic. That's-
Yeah.
Oh, we lost Clint. He's gone.
I'm here.
He's here, but he's just like microwaving.
Because if it wouldn't be the adult ADHD podcast if he wasn't walking around doing things during the podcast.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
I hear children.
Sorry.
No, I love children. That's a good thing.
Well, that's good. It's distracting. Okay, so what do we want to Eddie?
Do we need to say who we are again?
Yeah.
We
Clint.
fucking-
Clint, why don't you go ahead and start, and then maybe we'll gain some convo from there.
not so bad at this. Why don't like Ashley start it? He
Yeah, go
hasn't
ahead.
said since he's been on here.
My name is Ashley. Everyone calls me Al. I work at a school in Hastings, and I have 5 kids. 3 of them are triplets. 1 is graduated, and I have a sophomore and 3 7th graders.
Whoa.
That was like rehearsed. That was good.
That was
I've been
impressive.
thinking about it.
Did you have anything? Or was it just like bam?
Wow. How do you follow that? Go ahead, Clint.
I don't know. I got let's see. My name's Clint. I got 3 kids. One of them is a kid, and the other 2 are adults. And yeah, I'm married and got a little tiny house in the middle of nowhere. And yeah, dogs. And I'm work at the school. And yeah, life is good.
Like,
Kim, you're up.
I'm up. Oh no, I did not rehearse. So we'll see what comes out of my mouth this time. I'm Kim, and I'm the grandma of the group. I have 3 adult children, and 2 of them have spouses, 1 a fiance, and then we have 3 grandchildren. And they're 4 and under, so they're a lot of fun when they're all together. I've worked at the school where everyone has worked at some point. I've worked there for 10 years. This is my 10 years. So, yeah.
Yeah,
What?
Can't hear you.
tenure.
It's my 10-year anniversary this year, I guess. Anyway,
That's good.
so I've survived 10 years and it can be done.
Get it.
Get
You're
it?
living.
All right.
Done.
You be.
I mean, and I look like this and I'm only 20. So, I mean, what does that tell you about
Dude.
working at the school, you know?
It's a weird, crazy thing.
The
20
it hired you
grandma.
mine apparently.
10.
But you said you were 10 years and you're 20, so
I know. Yeah, I was a young kid. Yeah,
A child genius.
of course. Kristen, you're on.
I'm
Krusty
Kristen.
likes that.
Yeah. Follow me on the talk, Krusty
Yes.
mic drop, please. Al's teaching me how to use TikTok because I am the local Amish person because I'm not really Amish, but I have good like homesteading skills. Okay, so I'm married. We have 3 kids, and I used to work at the school with the rest of these yahoos, but we had to move to North Carolina. But now we get to hang out on our podcast. So that's us.
That's us.
Yeah.
you should start an app called Oxcart.
Like Instacart?
What?
Yeah, like Oxcart, because you're Amish. It'd be like a little oxen that carries your stuff around.
So I deliver, okay, I'm writing this down. I could deliver farm fresh goods.
Yeah.
So instead of
For the
Instacart,
Amish?
what?
For us.
For the Amish or
Well, yeah, because I'm not
to-
really Amish.
well, I know, but are you delivering to Amish people or are you delivering their goods to other people?
I don't know, Clint, what should I do?
I'm not gonna use a real ox. I just think it's a cool name, Oxcart. Like that's awesome, dude. It'd be like farm, like a farm app where people could buy like farm stuff, fruits and vegetables, man.
This is an amazing idea.
It is Oxcart. I'd buy off Oxcart just to say it.
Okay, you better trademark that because yeah, it could be the competitor of Instacart. I think this is a huge idea.
I think so. We need to make a list of all the ideas.
All right, Clay, I'm writing that down.
All right, good.
Okay. All right, so we have some topics that we have all kind of thought about, want to discuss. Kimmy B, do you want to
Yes.
go ahead and share your video so we can chat about it?
Okay, let me see if I can get the sound. I don't know exactly where the sound comes from, so let me. Okay, hold on. Sorry.
You look like you worked at like NASA or the CIA.
Yes.
They took the dads and the daughters.
Can you hear?
Yeah.
Okay, I'll start it over then.
Okay.
They took the dads and the daughters deep into the woods, and we're going to do this exercise. And they blindfolded the daughters, and then they told the dads, "All right, you're going to go and guide your daughter blindfolded through the woods." They said, "Now you're going to give your daughter 3 instructions and repeat them as many times as you can before the walk begins." And the instructions were, "I will never leave you. You can ask me anything. You should only listen for the sound of my voice, and I would make her repeat those back to me." And it was easy to guide her beginning because I could have a hand on her shoulder and we could walk and talk with each other. And then with a silent signal from a camp counselor, they would tell me I had to remove my hand. Then with another silent signal from the camp counselor, I could no longer speak unless she remembered the instructions that she could ask. So as you can imagine, we started to get off track in our hike. Well, the counselor said, "Well, how about you follow me and I'll get you caught up." Counselor walks her into a ditch, and she doesn't realize it, but she's blindfolded in the ditch, standing in front of a tree. She thought for a couple minutes, and I'm standing there waiting, and all of a sudden I hear 4 words: there. I stood there in the woods just crying. And I'm like, yeah. That was a moment that shaped the writing of this book because I thought about those 3 instructions and how many times I've forgotten them in my life that he will never leave me. I can ask him anything, and I should only listen to the sound of his voice. That's my daughter.
Okay, that was it.
Wow.
So, he's right. Just a little context. So that was Matthew West talking on Relatable with Allie Beth Stuckey's podcast. She was interviewing him, and he's just written a book about prayer. And I'm sorry, I don't think I have the name of his book. Let me see if I can find it. We can add that in the notes or whatever. But
that's exactly what I was going to say.
Yeah, but so he's just written a book about prayer. I think it's being released today or like in the next couple of days here. And I just loved that because I can't tell you how often I'm like, oh, I need to go share this prayer request. I need to get people to pray. And then I kind of like, this is embarrassing, but I'll forget, oh yeah, I'm supposed to be praying for that. I think it's really easy to like think, like we can solve everything or do everything on our own and forget to ask for help. So I really liked that story. I've listened to it a couple times. I thought it was good. You guys have any thoughts?
I do. I was grabbed by the question, you can ask me anything, because like you said, we have access to like our creator. And I don't know, I see another thing on Facebook earlier about how like God is a God, like a dad who you can walk into the room at like 3 a.m. and like he's ready and he's waiting, and like you can have access all the time. I know a lot of times like I want to bring like all the things that I want prayer for or ask, but also like we're learning how to pray more about like to praise and thank him and all of that, and confess like the acts acronym or whatnot.
Right.
Yeah, I just like that because I forget like even like asking for help or like how do I do this, like where do I go from here, what step do I need to take. So
yeah, I mean, like it's so because like today, so I was working on a website and had made a mistake. All of a sudden, everything had disappeared, and I'm not a website master or anything. I'm just learning. So I was like, oh my goodness, how do I fix this? And then I'm like, okay, Lord, help me figure out where that went. And I mean, it wasn't immediate, but in a couple minutes, I found that I had made it invisible and it all of a sudden showed up again. And it was just such a cool blessing because I was like, oh, I remembered to pray and like good things happen. So, I mean, not that happens every time, but
yeah.
Judah. What's
Clinton,
up?
Ashley, did anything strike you about it or?
I couldn't really hear it, to be honest.
Okay. That's okay.
It's my phone or not.
I can send it to you later.
Okay, yeah, do that.
We can put that in
mine's a little ADD, but it works out perfectly for the show here. But I'm really good at praying for other people and praying for other people's problems, and I'm really bad at praying about anything for myself. Or like not just myself, like that sounds selfish, but like just like anything in my life, I'm really bad about praying. I'll pray for people like at church. I'll pray for like when a situation happens, I see a buddy or I see somebody, like I'll stop, or a student. I'm like, I'm gonna pray for these people. But then when it comes to myself, I'm really bad at like praying about it. And then I'm like, why is this a mess? Why is this happening? Why is that happening? And then it's like God's like, you didn't even ask me about it. Like you're trying to tackle stuff. So like it's weird because I don't know how to explain that or why I do that. But
I think it's normal.
Well, and like if you follow the Enneagram, I think a lot of us on this podcast would like identify as like a 2, which is like the helper. And I think like I'll rather go do something for someone else. I don't know. It's easier for me to like help someone out and then like I'll come home and be like, oh, I haven't folded laundry or I haven't done my dishes or whatever, but like I'm happy to go like clean someone else's house or like help them out. So Some of us are just like bent that way.
Yeah. I never thought about that in the aspect of prayer, but that makes a lot of sense because sometimes we just try to solve our own problems and don't think about it.
I mean, it's not unusual for me to pray for 20 or 30 people in a day. And then it'll be nighttime and I'll be like, I didn't even pray for like my household
Mm.
or myself or like, or
Mm.
any of that situation. Just praying for like, which is cool in a way, but then it's also bad in a way too. So it really, I don't know. It depends on how you look at it, I guess.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Do any of you do like a written like prayer journal or prayer list? Or I mean, I've tried it, but I'm not super consistent, even though I'd like to be.
Gimme B, I literally say that to myself like every day when I go to school. I'm like, I'm
Yeah,
gonna write a list of all these people to pray for, and no, I don't know because I'm
you don't,
bad at
right?
just I'm bad at organization and period, all that.
I think the cool thing, like with something like that, I've found before, like I mean, I haven't done it consistently, but like a prayer journal where I wrote out prayers for each of my children. And it's cool to find those later, because you see like you've got through those trials and not that everything was perfect, but, you know, um, it just helps to go back and see it and see that, the prayers God's answered and that type of thing. So,
Yeah.
Al, what about you?
I don't know. I don't know. I pray all the time for other people, but like Clint said, I don't know if I really pray for myself. Or, I mean, I pray for my kids all the time. Like, I swear I pray like
Yeah.
1,000 times a day.
I've
that's
witnessed
probably why
that.
they're such good kids right there.
Uh,
Well, there's nothing that helps you like a praying mom.
100%. Like those are the prayers.
Mm-hmm.
But I'd have to say, like, not that I don't pray for people, but I pray for myself a lot. Like, not, I don't know.
okay.
Of course,
There's
there's,
nothing wrong with that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
no.
I don't know.
I wish I could.
I guess I don't know, like, yeah, part of that's like selfish, prideful. I can totally admit that.
Mm.
But a lot of it is like I find myself struggling because I guess I just ask a lot of things, which again I know like is fine, but I find myself like coming to God a lot with my requests and not focusing on, like I said earlier, like the actual like stop and like praise him and like
Mm-hmm.
thank him. And I'm just kind of like, oh, like, I don't know. Help me out here. And I aspire to do a prayer journal, but y'all know me well enough that that does not happen. But
You
I
probably
love
have it, you just can't find it.
what?
You're lucky if you have
Just
a
can't
list.
find it.
Yeah, I've never even started one. Avery's baby book is like half done, and I've never even attempted one for the boys. So I don't
It's
know.
okay.
I aspire, Kim. I think that's really cool because as a kid, it'd be really cool to like look back at the prayers that like that you've written down for them, and I think that's really cool.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry, I was getting a phone call. I don't know how to get you guys back. Okay, there we go.
You're good.
You're back.
Kristen, that's weird that you said that though, because I'm the opposite. I'll remember to praise him and thank him for stuff,
Yeah.
but then I don't actually pray for anything. So like,
Oh my
I'm
god.
the exact opposite of you.
Well, you're holier than all of us.
What?
I'm just kidding.
What?
That's what I aspire to. Like, that's amazing.
Yeah, but I keep we have this weird thing where we act like we can like wear out God like by asking too many questions or like you're not gonna wear him out. Like we were like, oh, he doesn't want to hear this because like he gets bothered. Like no, he doesn't.
No.
Like
Right.
you're supposed to not only praise him, but also he wants to hear your thoughts, right? He wants to hear you. That's why it says like pray without ceasing. We always picture prayer like we're sitting next to our bed, like your heavenly Father, and then that there's nothing wrong with that. But like praying without ceasing should just be like talking to him. Like I'm walking, I'm listening, I'm talking, like, and I'm really good at remembering to thank him for stuff, but I'm
Mm-hmm.
horrible at like the praying constantly stuff like the just conversation, and I wish I was better at that.
I think God gives us all different gifts, and part of that might just be a different kind of prayer. Like, I don't think we have to all be the same. We're not all going to be Daniel, in the window and praying, but we can each have an impact on others and on the world around us by praying. So I think we can all be different. But like I always felt a little guilty that I didn't just sit down. Like at one time, my mom is a prayer warrior, and we know like if the bedroom door's shut, mom's praying. Like it was something common in our home, and it's such a blessing to have that heritage. Um, and I know that she was praying like in the morning and stuff like that, and I'd even be nervous like, oh no, if my mom's praying about it, then that guy's probably going to break up with me or whatever. You know what I mean? Like it was always like, I knew right and wrong. So it was like, oh yeah, I don't want her to pray for that.
Oh no.
But and I never had quite the same like habit. I'm more of a pray while I'm walking or pray while I'm working. And because I've probably got ADHD, I can't focus that long. If I start praying, then my mind wanders and that type of thing. So
There you go.
anyway, speaking of wandering, my words are going too long.
Did you get new glasses?
In the last month, yeah. Or no, not the last month, the last few months, I guess. They're kind of large, but
I like them.
thank you. We lost Kristen. Oh, there she
Are
is.
you feeding the baby?
What?
Oh, okay. You're feeding the
I
baby?
am, yeah.
Oh, okay.
Then he'll be happy.
So should we talked about maybe speaking of talking about artificial intelligence, because I feel like we use it, but we've all got different opinions about how much we want to use it and stuff. You guys think of anything? I know, Kristen, you mentioned you had a few ideas.
I mean, I've had a soapbox ever since I really didn't know AI very much until I started teaching. And like, I think it became more common like throughout my years in the classroom. And just watch like it's so easy to just be dependent on it. And what I love about the school that y'all work at is this idea of going against the grain and really training these kids up to be able to think critically. I just worry because it is so, and I know there's plenty of things that we grew up with that our parents were probably like, oh no, like because of just the advance of technology and all that. So I think this is just one of those things where it's like, oh no, like, maybe it used to be Google and now it's like, well, now it can literally, like, you don't even have to know how to research. You can just type in a topic and the research is done for you.
Right.
And it's like a good skill to have to be able to research. Also, like when I think about like creating artwork and like photography and like sometimes you can tell when it is AI. And it misses that human aspect of it. Like, I don't know, there's something that's just not like full about it, I guess is the way I can describe it.
It's the soul behind, even with the people. I think it's missing the soul. So,
yeah.
I mean, I know paintings could be like that too, but if you look at a real photograph, you're going to see the person's personality and their soul in their eyes and all of that. And you don't see that in an AI. I mean, I like creating things with AI, like, art type things, because I can't create them otherwise except for photography, but I do see the difference, for sure in that. So,
yeah. Clint, you raised your hand.
Yeah, I was trying to be polite.
Like
if I was gonna create like an AI like a paper, if I was gonna write a paper, it would be like from tool to takeover AI, because it all started as a tool, right? Like, hey, I'm gonna have AI use this, and I always kind of use the idea of like video games. Like you guys remember like Atari and Nintendo, but like look at video games like in the last 40 years from where they came when we were kids, like 2D to 3D to like basically it looks like it's real. And so like if this is the beginning of AI and it's already kind of taking over from a tool to a takeover, like what's the next generation? Because like GPS, for example, like I grew up with a map, so like if my GPS were to go away, I could still get to North Carolina, Louisiana, or Texas, or wherever without GPS. But like, could a 16-year-old kid? Probably not. So like what I worry about is the next generation that doesn't have the information to think critically, and then they're just like, I'm going to use this monster. Like it's just not going to be good. And like it's not AI's fault. It's
Hmm.
humans' fault.
Exactly.
Yeah.
It's our.
Like, I don't know,
What's up, Hank?
Mhm.
Hank the Tank.
I
Um,
think, sorry, go ahead.
no, I was just gonna ask, like, what are your guys' thoughts about where it is useful? Because,
Hmm.
like you said, it is a tool. There is like plenty of good that can come out of it. We just need to be careful.
Right. I mean, I've used it a lot for market research because I'm in marketing. So I've used it a lot for that because it'll, I can use Google, but um, it takes me a lot longer to compare all different websites where I can put a question into ChatGPT and it's going to show me 5 different websites and their sources and their links and all of that. And I can just go to it. So, I mean, I think it's great in that aspect. The parts that I don't like are we mentioned that even Alexa and Siri are artificial intelligence. So I watch little kids just going up to Alexa, play blah blah blah. Like they're not. So then I noticed it correlating with when I worked at Snack Shop and kids would come up and they'd just go, like granola bar. Like they didn't have manners. They acted like I was just like a robot. And I think that that's part of it too, is that people are not learning to communicate properly because they're using so much of
Oh,
artificial intelligence. So
He's smiley.
Parents are lazy, and so we don't do a good job of teaching against the technology and using it as a tool versus uh, a takeover. And so like we're doomed at some point because we don't do a good job of explaining the
mm,
difference and doing all that. Like it's a 100% human fault, like 100.
yeah.
That's like
Ashley,
it
you
drives.
have sorry, go ahead.
I was just saying it drives me nuts when people call it like Satan's tool. It's like, dude,
Mm,
that's such a cop out because it's human fault.
right. I was just gonna ask you, Ashley, with your teenagers, like do you find it helpful for their schooling or do you feel like it hinders them like thinking critically?
They don't really use it.
Mm,
I don't really use it.
that's good.
It has helped me like read an email before.
Hmm.
People that don't want to do stuff at school.
Yeah. Oh, I love it for that. It's
Yeah,
awesome for that. Yeah.
but my kids don't really use it.
Oh, that's
I think
good.
Noah did like once or twice his senior year, but
Hmm.
he doesn't now either. And he only used it for help, he says. So,
Yeah. I
and then
mean,
there's
it
like
is
a fun
helpful.
picture thing that's going around, but
Yeah.
I'm not showing you all that. Sorry.
well, and one thing too, like with us using it, how do I verbalize this properly? Because I always struggle. Like it takes away from like original work, whether it's writing,
Mhm.
whether it's artistry, whether it's music or whatever. Like if you have these brilliant ideas or these brilliant thoughts or this like brilliant way to do anything, people's assumptions now it's going to be easy to be like, oh, that was just AI.
Mhm.
Like, no,
Yeah.
like I actually came up with this. Like,
Right.
and I
All right.
think like, students have been accused of using AI when really, well,
Hmm.
people in general, accused
Right.
of using AI when in fact, no, like they just are gifted in that area.
Hmm. Yeah, I've never thought of that aspect. But yeah, as a photographer, like I hear all the time or see all the time on the photography blogs and not blogs, but like social media, like is AI replacing us? And not yet. Like, yeah, there's still 6 fingers and stuff like that on on people, and it's not great, but eventually, yeah, it could. So,
Well, I mean, we're still in the Nintendo phase. I mean, think about it. It just
mhm,
came out a few years ago, so we're still in the Nintendo phase. What happens when it gets to like the PlayStation 1 and 2 and Xbox and stuff? Like, it's
mm,
gonna be nuts.
right.
I always gauge it like this: did it take away from somebody's human creativity?
Mm,
And if the answer is if it designed something without the human, then it's garbage. Like that's why I won't use it. I won't use like Suno for music. I refuse to
mm,
use AI mixing. And so therefore in the future, I my music will probably sound less quality than the music coming out from other people that are like-minded like me, and I don't care because um I'm not using anything AI. I refuse to.
Yeah.
As far as music, or do he left?
Yeah, sorry. As far as music goes,
Okay,
like
gotcha.
obviously I use it for work and stuff, and
Yeah.
and I think because that's a tool. Like I'm still using my creativity to create something. I'm just going faster at it, and it's something like I look at work as something as like yes, it's important, but like it's just a means, right? Like I got it. Like what's the goal for the job? But like if I'm doing photography or if I'm doing like art or if I'm doing music or whatever, and I'm creating something from scratch, it's not you creating that. Like all this AI art, and people are like, well, yeah, but I still tell it what to do. I'm like, if I went over to like a painter's house and it was like, paint me a picture of a rainbow, and then I said, no, 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 erase that, do that. Like it's still not me creating it.
Yeah.
So it's cheapening, I guess, talent. I guess. No, I was just gonna add that actually my nephew and I, Jackson, are working on. I can't say the name of the project because somebody will steal it. And then we're in the process of like getting it trademarked, but we're actually working on something to counteract AI in music because there's actually a lot of bands that are against AI.
Oh, cool.
So we're actually working on something. I wish I could tell you all about it right now, but I can't. But like, just know that there's a lot of bands that feel the same way that we do when it comes to, I mean, and don't get me wrong, there's a lot of musicians that love it too, but there's still, I would say it's probably 50-50 right now where there's like, they're not utilizing AI at all, which is awesome. And there's actually a renaissance in rock music, especially where they're going back to just old school, like reel to reel, like analog amps, like nothing digital, just like old school stuff. And I'm excited about it. So that's all I had on that topic there.
Cool.
I wonder if we're going to see more, like, I don't know, like not necessarily like Amish religious, like in that kind of like aspect, but definitely like, I don't know. I love my electricity, but when I was like Girl Scouting it, when we were going to prepare to not have electricity down here, there's just something like so satisfying about like, I don't know, my wood stove and just like, I don't know, getting water and all this and like just that homestead living. Like, I wonder if we're going to see like a rise in those types of things.
Yeah, it's possible. Especially if there's like, I mean, it's a totally different topic, but I know that there's weapons out there that can, kill all the infrastructure and all the internet and all that stuff. So maybe we need to start stockpiling, start a commune or something.
That was Conspiracy Kimmy.
Yeah, that's as conspiracy as I get, I guess.
Ooh.
But no, I think in 10 years, because everything repeats itself. If you look at like if you look at the 60s clothes and you look at the 90s clothes, it was like a regurgitation, right? With the bell bottoms and like there was a lot of stuff that was, and then like the same thing with like 50s, 80s. I think you get like a cycle, and I think in like 10 years, maybe even maybe a little less, you're gonna be like, dude, you know what's crazy is the stuff that I can get on Amazon. I can go to these places and like there's like an actual building that like sells the stuff.
What?
You know what I mean? And it's like it's gonna be like a whole new thing, right? Like I can actually buy this stuff like in a building. Like I don't have to go online. Like they're gonna think it's some new thing.
Yeah.
It's gonna resurge.
I hope there's a resurgence of malls because the empty malls are super sad.
It is creepy for sure. But like
even with
sorry, stepping on you. Even like with like like cable television, like everything has this app, and like you can only watch this show on this app and this show on this app. Like,
yes.
Okay.
It's so annoying.
Let's reverse that. Let's be done with that.
What?
Let's reverse it.
When the app thing came out, I was like one of the first people that's like, this is awesome, right? Like, because there was like all these free apps like Tubi, and they still have them, right?
Yeah.
But then I didn't even think about the fact that they were going to start putting like to watch all the things that you want to watch, you got to have like 62 of the apps or whatever.
Yes.
So you're not saving any money. But then it's like instead of just changing the channel, you're like, okay, I got to get out of this one, and then I got to load this one, and then it's like, did
Yeah.
I pay this one? It's absolutely annoying. I want
I
to go
know.
back to cable
Well,
too.
like I will admit, I bought Peacock because I want to watch the Olympics, and we just have like a smart TV or whatever, so like we
Mhm.
don't have like regular service, whatever. So I'm like, but I really want to watch it because I love it.
Yeah.
So
Well, I bought HBO Max for Friends, right? Because I'm a Friends junkie. And then a few months after I bought HBO Max, they doubled the price, and then they're like, however, if you want it at a lower price, you can get it with commercials. And I'm thinking, oh, so like it was
Like
50 years
TV.
ago, regular
Yeah.
TV? Like what? And they act like it's new. Like just get these
Right.
commercials, and then you get it for cheaper. I'm like, this is yeah. So that's why I said like everything cycles. It'll
Yeah.
cycle again.
yeah,
Well, just like how if you look at music, like records coming back and being more popular, and like all the millennials, are big on records and stuff. And I just think that's cool because it's like I grew up playing records as, like I know that ages me, but when I was a child, we played records and it was such a cool, I don't know, such a cool vibe. And it's kind of fun that my kids now love listening to records and stuff. So I love that.
Yeah.
they have that
20
cool like sound to them too.
Mhm. Sometimes
Yeah.
it's,
Yeah,
but
But it's got a record's got a mellower sound. I prefer like out of all of the sounds. I know this sounds stupid, but my friends and I talk about dumb stuff. I prefer a cassette sound. But like
Mm,
records have like a really mellow sound where like CDs are very very bright. If you listen to like the difference, but um,
mm.
I even though I'm not a Taylor Swift fan per se, I love the fact that she's bringing back cassette tapes, dude. Like how cool is that?
that's
She's
crazy.
what?
Yeah, Taylor
She
Swift
is?
is bringing back cassette tapes.
No way.
Yeah.
It's like my whole childhood is circling back.
Yay,
Yeah.
Kimmy.
Get your pencil ready to wind the cassette tape. You don't know what I'm talking about. Okay, I
I
just aged
do.
myself.
Oh, we
Okay.
do. I was kind of born on the tail end of that
I was gonna
because
say they're a little young. They're like on the cusp.
okay, I remember listening to the radio. This would be right before CDs, and I would have my little cassette tape and I would record the songs that I loved.
Yes.
Radio, and you had to like catch it at the right time.
Yes.
But then like CDs came out like really, I don't know, really soon after that. And so
Mhm.
We would call the radio station and be like, "Dude, can you play this song?" And then we'd wait like 4 hours to hear it.
Yes. With the cassette player right next to it to try to record it. Yeah.
And I know that this is probably a completely different topic. But hey, that's the ADHD part. But check
yeah,
this out. I think that because of that, music was more influential and it was more important to people because you didn't just have it. Now I can listen to
Mm,
any song I want to right now. I don't have to wait. I don't have there's no anticipation though. So like I'm
right.
not excited about something because I can literally listen to it at a fingertip. So I
yeah,
think you lose some of that because
Mm,
like think about it. As a kid, you could not listen to a song when you wanted to
mm-mm.
unless you own like you could own it. But like I if it was a new song or whatever, you were just sitting at the radio like waiting for
Yeah.
it to come on.
yeah,
There's something to be said about that. It's like going on
Yeah.
vacation, right? The week before, when you were a kid, you like had your crap all packed, and you're like, "I'm ready to go," and then your dad's like, "Dude, you were not even leaving for another 5 days." Like, you're excited, and but now there's like because of technology, we lose a lot of anticipation.
Mm.
There's just like, yeah, I know. An album comes out at midnight, and instead of going and waiting in line at the record store with a bunch of other fans, I'm just going to download it. And it'll take me 5 seconds, and
Mm.
then I'll listen to it.
Yeah. Truth.
It's not as fun. There's not as anticipation to it.
So bring anticipation back. That's what we need.
yeah.
There you go.
It's a good way to look at it.
Mhm.
That's really like I haven't really thought that deep into it, but that is such a good point.
Hmm.
Yeah, I think it's also like I was telling my niece is 20. I was telling her she didn't believe us when I used to tell like when I told her that we used to pay for music. She thought I was lying to her. I'm like, no, I'm like, we used to have to buy an album. She's like, shut up. I'm like, no, I'm serious. Uh,
Oh my
I,
goodness.
And
like, oh, go ahead.
I was gonna say, and on the album, so like I don't know, I didn't have albums, I really did have CDs. So like when you bought your CD, some of the coolest songs were not the ones that they played on the radio. And like they're just
Correct.
so like deep down in there. It's like
That's true.
if you don't have a CD, you're not going to hear that at all.
Yeah. And I think we do a really bad job of remembering songs because we don't have a physical copy anymore. So like you could go through your CD collection or take,
The
whatever.
lyrics would be in it.
Yeah, and you're like, oh, dude, I haven't listened to this. But like, if they're not there, there's times where I go and I search for like bands, and I'm like, oh crap, I forgot all about these bands because you don't see them.
Yeah.
Cool.
Like, if you ever get bored, just go on YouTube and type in like an era that you listen to, so like 2000s or 90s or whatever, and just say like songs that you forgot about, and you're gonna get a list of stuff that you're gonna go like, holy cow, I forgot all about this stuff. It's fun.
That's a good
It's
idea.
fun yeah.
Yeah, like TV shows or like there'll be those little Facebook things where it'll have like things from like, and it's just like these crazy little things, but it's like it brings you right back.
It does, yeah.
And I can't think of a version. Oh, like I'm thinking of like the clear telephone where you can see all the little pieces inside.
Oh yeah.
Oh my goodness. Can I tell a funny? Sorry, go ahead.
No, go ahead, Kimmy.
I was just going to say I have a school story about that because, popping around on different topics. So we have one of those at school in the props, like in the play props. And I'm almost I can't say the name, but I'm almost positive I remember who it is. And I think she's a senior now. But she brought the headset into my office one time. And she was like, check this out. Isn't this cool? And I was like, well, where are you going to plug it in? You have to plug it into the wall. And she's like, no, it's battery operated. And so she didn't even know the concept that you had to attach a phone cord to it and attach it into the phone jack, which was kind of funny because she was just like, there's batteries, like it's all ready to go. So anyway, that was my silly story.
No, that's
my friend Jared had that same phone, and like I thought he was the coolest kid. I begged my parents, and my dad's like, I'm not buying a stupid phone. And I'm like,
I had a phone in my room, so I was pretty cool. Yeah.
What? My mom would never let me have a phone in my room.
No.
Yeah.
But I do remember taking the cord and like stretching it as far as I could and going into like the laundry room.
Yeah. Trying to get some privacy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
College dorm was the worst. There was no privacy. We had to go on payphones.
Yeah.
I know. And one time I got in an argument with my mom on the phone, and I was right outside my dorm room, and I was so embarrassed because when I came back in, she said no, and they were like, we heard. I was so embarrassed. Yeah.
And three-way calling, and you'd secretly have your friend on the other line, and oh my word, we were the worst. Terrible.
Oh my goodness.
Star 69. There was all those cool fun stuff. I remember when we first got caller ID.
Allie, is your refrigerator or your printer running?
What?
I can't even.
Calls. You can't do prank calls. It's your printer.
Oh.
Yeah. And I don't even know how to do the star 67 right. So it was the worst. But anyway, go ahead.
But no, I remember.
You all acted like you didn't know who Lois Butler was.
I know. I was like, who? I knew exactly who Lois Butler is.
Well, that kind of worked out because having my mom's phone plan.
But no, I just remember caller ID. I remember like that was like the coolest. I don't know. Like, it was like a box. Do you guys remember that?
No.
Oh, what?
I'm too young.
The caller ID was like a little box. You remember that, Kim?
A block? No, we didn't have caller ID. Yeah, we didn't have it.
Yeah, it looked like a little I don't know, like you would like a little answer machine type thing.
Yeah.
I know.
Oh man, some of the best TV are about answering machine. Some of the best episodes, Seinfeld, Friends, all about the answering machine. We don't have that anymore.
I know kids are probably like, what is that?
Right. Okay, they don't know what we're talking about. They both have blank faces right now, but
no, I remember answering machine. I'm just trying to remember a Friends episode about an answering machine.
Hello.
I still have not watched Seinfeld.
I was really.
We have to watch Seinfeld during our podcast sometime and make you watch like some of the finer moments or something.
I will put that on my list.
Seinfeld
And
is-
I will give
uh,
up British Baking Show tonight to watch an episode of Seinfeld.
Oh, you guys, what Seinfeld episode should you watch though? Or do we do this on
Dang.
another podcast? The fluffy shirt, puffy shirt.
No, the Dango ate your baby.
What about Soup Nazi though? That's a good one too. Oh, there's so many. And the ugly baby episode.
Okay, I
The
will
Dango-
search one of the things you've just said.
The
And I will-
Dingo ate your baby.
I think you
Seinfeld
got to
episode.
do Dango ate your baby.
Okay,
Yeah.
I will do that, and I will give you an update on my thoughts on the next pod.
Sounds good. So Seinfeld and Friends are on the discussion on the next pod.
Oh, can we talk about our giveaway real quick? Because we forgot about our amazing listener giveaway.
Yes.
Okay.
Do.
So as you devoted listeners who are going to love what you're going to hear on all of our podcasts, we're doing a giveaway. And if you've made it this far into our podcast, congratulations. This is going to really pay off for you. We have a secret giveaway of a not only $125 Panera gift card. Clint, will you tell them what else they can win?
I have a Panera card that's got $7.34 on it.
Woo!
Okay.
Dang.
So you can have $33.47 to Panera Bread.
Woo!
If
Good math.
you can answer, here's what we'd like you to do. You're going to comment below on our podcast post, and we'd like you to tell us your favorite vintage childhood item. We will put all of those we'll put all you people in like a hat or something we find, probably we'll forget, and then we'll have to grab something really quick. And then whoever wins, we will ship you some Panera goodness.
And a pigeon.
Yes. Yep. It will be delivered to you by a homing pigeon or a delivery pigeon. What are they called? Just a delivery pigeon?
That sounds right. Yeah.
You can even win. Okay. You will also win a full year subscription to Oxcart.
Oxcart.
Definitely worth probably $79.95 is going to be our annual rate. So that is a $79.99 value.
Wow.
All right.
Okay.
Okay.
Well, it was good seeing you guys. Talking to y'all.
Is there anything else anyone would like to discuss?
Sorry.
Kim's ready to go. I'm just kidding.
No, I just was trying to figure out how to. Anyway,
No, you're good.
I have nothing. I don't know.
I don't know.
Clint's shirt.
All right. Well, until next time.
It's okay.
All right, podcast family. I love you.
See ya.
We'll see you on the next pod. Thanks for listening.